Hi everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to filter records in the Vue TreeGrid component. I'll show you how to enable filters with different modes and types. You will also learn how to filter on initial loading. First, I open my existing project, where I have installed the Syncfusion Vue Tree Grid package and all the necessary modules are configured. I have added the data.js file, with hierarchical local JSON data, sample data, with task and subtask details. For the first object, I have added the fields, task ID, task name, and so on, with appropriate values. I've also added the child object with the same fields. I have assigned this object to the dataSource property, and the child records details are configured to the parent records, using the child mapping property. Using the columns directive, I have already mapped a few columns from the data source to be displayed in the tree grid. You can refer to my Vue TreeGrid Getting Started video to learn more about local JSON data binding, the link for which I've shared in the card above and description below. Let me run this application now. See, the tree grid is rendered with the local hierarchical data. To enable filtering, I import the filter module from the Syncfusion EJ2 Vue TreeGrid package and inject it into the tree grid array of the provide object. Then, I include the allow filtering property and set its value to true. Check here, the tree grid has a filter bar. I type a value on the task name field and filter the records. As you can see, the task name value has a diacritic character. And when the search word is soft, there is no record filtered. To filter diacritic characters, add the filter settings property. In the data method, I declare the object, filter options, and enable the ignore accent property. Then assign this object to the filter settings property. Check now, when I search for the word soft, the task name with a diacritic character is shown. Let me show you the available filter modes: parent, child, both, and none. The default mode is parent. When I type the value dev in the task name column, filtered records are displayed with its parent record. To change the filter mode, I need to include the hierarchy mode property and assign the mode type as child. Check now, when I filter records based on the task name dev, filtered child records are displayed without the parent record. Let me change the mode value to both. Now, both parent and child records are displayed. When I change the mode value to none, only the filtered records are displayed. Now, I'll show you the different filter operators. The default operator value to filter a column is equal. The operators equal and not equal support string, number, boolean, and date types. The operators starts with, ends with, and contains support string type. The operators greater than or equal, less than and less than or equal support number and date types. I have linked the relevant document in the description for your reference. To filter records based on task name column on initial loading, using the starts with operator, I add the columns property to the filter settings. In this property, I specify the field name as task name. And to ignore the case while filtering, I disable the match case property. Then I specify the operator as starts with and its predicate as end. I set the value as plan. The records are filtered based on the specified task name column value. Now, I will show you the filter types: filter menu, checkbox menu, and Excel-like filter. To enable the filter menu, I include the type property and set its value to menu. Here, I comment out the initial filtering related codes. You will find the filter menu in the column header. I use the filter menu in the duration column to filter records. I will clear this filter using clear option in the filter menu. To enable checkbox filtering, just change the type to checkbox in the settings. Using the checkboxes in the filter menu, records will be filtered. When I change the filter type to Excel, the filter menu will contain checkboxes for column values and operators based on its data type. A quick recap of what we have seen so far. I showed you how to enable filters in a tree grid with its different modes and types. I also showed you the different filter operators based on the column data type and how to filter on initial loading. You can download a working example from the GitHub link in the description for this video below. You can also see if you're eligible for our community license, which will get you a free license key to use our products. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video useful, give it a like and subscribe to our channel.